Alright guys, we're back with another with a week-long test. So this hood's been out here a week and a day. I just washed it with this Meguiars car wash soap. Use the soap for a couple different reasons. It's cheap, there's no wax in it. It's something you would probably see your average Joe pick up. This is kind of a retail theme. So yeah, that's kind of what you'd see the average guy knowing Meguiars, knowing it's a good brand. Just pick it up off the shelf at Walmart or whatever. I think this is their entry level, and I had it, so there we go. Normally I use 2 buckets, but I only use 1. Normally I use a mitt. Just used a microfiber to wash it, and then the wash was left, the green one. The gray one dried it. Reason for that is I don't care about swirls in this hood at all. So I was hitting it with water a little bit. I wanted to kind of see what setting was working the best, since this is my first attempt. So what I was trying to do is hit them all individually, but yeah, that didn't work so well. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna go ahead, this is on cone, and just spray the whole thing. And we can kind of see what's beading and what's sheeting. And now I'm just gonna leave it. So, hose just kicked itself on, that's great. So there's our control. Here's our Klasse Sealant. Here's our Klasse All In One and Sealant. Now this is All In One over top and then sealant underneath that, which is kind of interesting. A lot more beads on the sealant. We see the same results for the All In One. They both look very similar. This is just for more or less see which lasts longer. So we should see the All In One is definitely still there. Let's see, this is the S100, so a lot of good beads there, some sheeting over there, but overall good beads. Mother's Carnauba, that's dry right there, so it's on its way out. That's interesting. 1 week. This is the Liquid Luster, another Carnauba. Some beading, but mainly sheeting. It's on its way out if it's not already. Of the 3 Carnaubas, S100, Mothers, and Liquid Luster, that S100 is doing great. So we move on to chemical guys. Black. A lot of tiny beads on this. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it looks like it's on its way out. That is pretty dry. So after a week, chemical guys, that little tiny bottle I bought for $13, looks like it's mostly gone. Rejex is doing excellent. Tons of beads. Beads on beads. Even when the beads ran off, it's still beading underneath that. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's definitely wet. Zymol. I would say mostly gone after a week. Some beading still, but mostly gone, mostly dry. Original Turtle Wax. Doing a little bit worse than the Zymol. Mostly gone. Meguiars White Wax. Mostly gone. Of the ones we've seen so far, this one looks the worst. Just double checking that it's either this one or the Mother's Carnauba. They both look pretty terrible. I think this one looks a little worse though. Meguiars Tech Wax 2.0, looking good. Meguiars Original Tech Wax, looking about the same, which is interesting. Meguiars Cleaner Wax, this is the liquid version, looking about the same as the Tech Waxes, so that's interesting. Now we have, what is this one? Lucas Spray Wax, still there, looking good. Meguiars Original Tech Wax, this is the spray, looking pretty good, still a lot of beading. This is the one I was concerned with because it was separated in the bottle, but it looks like we still got some on there. This is Meguiars Ultimate Quick Wax. It looks like out of all these Meguiars, it looks like it has the smallest beads on it, which is interesting. Beading the best. Next we have Meguiars Gold Class, their Quick Spray Wax. It's starting to fade, so out of all of them, I think this is the second most expensive. This is their original stuff, their entry level, the cleaner, and it's definitely looking better than the Gold Class, which is interesting. Dupont Teflon Wax. pretty much gone. Simoniz, almost gone. This one looks the worst so far, by far. There's basically nothing there. There's the original Turtle Wax for comparison right here. Yeah, there's like no water on that whatsoever. It's almost completely dry. That was, my fingers had moisture on it. Let me try that again, wipe them off. Yeah, that's pretty much dry. Simoniz, also looking terrible. Meguiars, their hybrid ceramic coating, looking real strong. So is the Turtle Wax. So, what we have completely dead or dying very quickly: Dupont Teflon, Simoniz, Meguiars White Wax, original Turtle Wax, Chemical Guys Black, Mother's Carnauba. All look awful. You could actually, I could make it an argument too that the Klasse All In One is really starting to fade, but when you hit it with water, you get instant larger beads, so I'm not quite ready to call it yet. Just interesting. It's nowhere near beating as much as the Meguiars are over there, or the Rejex. So that's interesting. I'm going to hit it with water one more time so you guys can see what I'm seeing, trying to get this angle down here. This is the cone setting. You can see the difference between Chemical Guys and Rejex. Pretty obvious there. Rejex and Zymol. Turtle Wax and Zymol. Meguiars White and Meguiars Tech. Sheeting off the panel a little bit. I'll hold it up a little bit too. Hold the water up a little more. Just kind of promote beading as much as possible. So yeah, like on the control, we still have some beading, just because of how I held it. But look at that. That's the Dupont. So with me trying to get these to bead, a couple of them not so much. There's the Mother's Carnauba. Let me try the shower setting. All right, let's see what we've got here. I'm gonna go right to left. Yep, that's interesting. On the shower setting, so the Rejex there, the Meguiars ceramic, Turtle Wax, Seal and Shine, which I actually said right, Simoniz, Dupont, Meguiars Quick Spray, Gold Class, Ultimate Meguiars, Meguiars Original Tech Spray Wax. See, now there we're not looking too hot. Same thing with the Lucas, not looking too hot on the shower setting. That's interesting. Meguiars Cleaner Wax, Original Tech Wax on the left, New Tech Wax on the right, Meguiars White Wax, Original Turtle Wax, Zymol, Rejex, Chemical Guys Black, Liquid Luster, Mother's Carnauba, S100, Klasse All In One, Klasse All In One and Sealant, Control, Dupont, Original Turtle Wax. Yeah, a lot of these are not looking too hot. So that's after 1 week. So check back in. I'll hit them again next week, either Sunday or Monday, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, guys.